It's the CFG, and welcome to the Confident Fat Guy Podcast. What is going on, beautiful people? It is the CFG, and welcome to another episode of the Confident Fat Guy Podcast. Have you ever gotten out of a toxic relationship and ever wondered if you were ever going to be able to love again? That's what we're going to talk about today. The first time I ever felt love was when I got with my daughter's mom. And then we ended up having my daughter in 2007. Unfortunately, I was not mentally or mature enough to do what my responsibilities were, and it cost me a lot. It cost me my relationship with my daughter because I did not know how to be a dad, and it cost me my relationship with her mom because I was not a very good person. And we ended up getting married thinking that, hey, that would change something. And unfortunately, it did not. And we finally went our separate ways. But she's one of my best friends, and her husband is my brother. I would do anything for them, just like I know they would do anything for me. I took a little bit of time because that breakup, it crushed me. She really was my first love. But after a while, the friendship grew, and I think we're stronger now than we ever have been. I really didn't fall in love again or feel the feeling of love until I had met my son's mom. That relationship absolutely ended horribly, but I got full custody of my son out of it. And when I got full custody of my son, I realized that nothing is more important than him. I was not going to make the same mistakes that I did with my daughter. I stopped dating, I stopped drinking, I stopped partying. And I've had him roughly now for about 10 years. So I've been single for about 10 years. And nowadays, I just don't know if I could ever go back. Honestly, I don't ever think I could ever be in love again because I'm so used to just being me and my son. Now, don't get me wrong. Would I love the fairy tale ending, love white picket fence? Absolutely. But I just don't know. And it was hard for me. It's hard for me to say that I'm going to be able to love again, but I prioritized my well being. I allowed myself to grieve and I moved forward. To love again starts by focusing on yourself and healing from your past, exploring your values and your interest, and engaging in activities that bring you joy and that help you reconnect with yourself. Prioritizing your well being, exploring what's important to you, identifying what's important to you, explore your interests, engaging in social activities. If you're ready to put yourself out there, consider online dating. Try to be more sociable. Always cultivating a positive mindset. Believe in yourself. Be patient with yourself. That's most important. And don't ever compare yourself to somebody else. And I think that is the biggest problem now that we have is everybody wants to compare themselves to people they see online, and that's a big no-no. Most of the time, what you see on the internet is all filters, unfortunately. Learning to love again might be one of the most challenging things we ever do. It's hard to open your heart back up when it's been destroyed. Even the pain and heartbreak may still be with you, but in order to love again, you have to be willing to open your heart. Be complete with yourself, love yourself, forgive yourself, and accept yourself. Understand we are all broken and you are not alone. And that is the biggest thing that I've learned over the last 10 years of finding myself and fixing the problems that I've had. Could I be ready to love again? Yeah, maybe, because I have forgiven myself And I have gone to great lengths to ask people for forgiveness. So it might be a possibility that one day it could happen. But you got to remember, we all have flaws. We're all a work in progress. The thing you have to realize is that every single person has some kind of baggage. There is really no reason to feel guilty or ashamed because we are not perfect. I don't care what anybody says, what social media personality says. No one is perfect. There's always room to improve, and I think that's the biggest lesson that everybody needs to realize, that we all can improve. I'm still improving. I'll always still be improving. That will never change. Honestly, I just want everybody listening to be happy. And I want everybody out there to find your person. Even if you're scared, it's definitely going to be in a scary adjustment. Even more so, if you're a single parent that has kids, you don't want to put your kids through that. You meet somebody you really like, your kids like, and that person ends up breaking you and your kids' heart. I know right there that is probably every single parent's worst thought is their kids getting hurt. It's mine too. But you know what? You've got to stop letting other things ruin your chance at love again. And it's going to be hard. The first time is going to be absolutely hard. But you're going to get through it. And you're going to find your person. And that's what I hope for all my listeners. I want you to be happy. That is one reason why I created the Confident Fat Guy brand, is to make people happy and to help people that are going through the same mistakes that I've already been through. Disclaimer, I'm going to throw it out there. I am not a professional, and I will never claim to be a professional. I'm speaking out of experience. I want you all to do me a favor. Take a leap of faith. Go find your special someone. You might fall a few times, but that special person's out there for you. Don't ever believe that you are not worth love and you are not worth being loved, because you are. Who knows? Maybe I'll take my own advice and I'll take that leap of faith. Time will tell. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Confident Fat Guy podcast. A new episode will be dropping every Tuesday at 9 a.m. If you would like to support or donate to the Confident Fat Guy podcast, there should be a support button on all streaming platforms, and I will give you a special shout out on a future episode. I hope you all have a great day. Always remember, love yourself and love each other.